What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Eric the Cosmic Wizard, and this is Cosmic Tarot. This is going to be a Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars placement reading. So eat the meat, spit out the bones that will resonate, and leave the rest behind. Alright, Gemini. I just did your pre-shuffle reading, and we are in our current situation. There is some suppression here. So there is something here that you have been carrying, holding the weight of, and you're being called here to slow down, take time to really focus on yourself. I feel like this is the energy of the Knight of Pentacles. So this is the energy of, you know, like, don't try to do everything all at once, is what I'm feeling. Like, I'm going to read a little bit about it. I want you to, let's see, this is every page. Let's see. Shake that ass out. Oh my granny. Here it is. Meditation is a kind of medicine. It uses only for the time being. Once you have learned the quality, then you do not need to do any particular medication or meditation. Then the meditations has to spread all over you. What? Walking is in, sitting is in. Then what will be the quality? Watchfully, alert, joyously, unmotivated, centered, loving, flowing, one walks. And the walking is sauntering. Sauntering, loving, alert, watchful, one sits, unmotivated, not sitting for anything in particular. Just enjoying how beautiful just sitting doing nothing is, how relaxing, restful. So, I think you have a hard time in the space of needing to always do things here. And what suppression is, to me, is someone here who is trying to, I do this too, where it's like I'm trying to get everything done, but it feels like nothing is really salvageable, or even like, it feels overwhelming. Like you could be feeling very overwhelmed here when it comes towards doing something here. And then we have the Master here. So this card is, this is an interesting card. So this is a card that's not even in like the whole tarot deck. This is an extra card. It's called Master. And it's not a minor. It's listed in the majors, but it's not numbered. Because we have the Fool here as your advice. So your advice is to take a leap of faith here, but what the Master is, the challenge is feeling like maybe everything is already done. Let's see here, the Master. The Master of Zen is not a master over others, but a master of himself. His every gesture and his every word reflects his enlightened state. He has no private goals, no desire that anything should be other than the way it is. Beyond mind, there is an awareness that is intrinsic, that is not given to you by the outside, and it's not an idea, and there is no experiment up to now that has found any center in the brain which corresponds to awareness. The whole work of meditation is to make you aware of all that is mind and disidentify yourself from it. That very separation is the greatest revolution that can happen to man. Now you can do and act on only that which makes you more joyous, fulfills you, and gives you contentment. Make your life a work of art, beauty. But this is possible only if the Master in you is awake. Right now the Master is fast asleep. Then the mind, the servant, is playing the role of master, and the servant is not even your servant. The servant is created by the outside world. Once your awareness becomes a flame, it burns up the whole slavery that the mind has created. There is no blissfulness more precious than freedom, than being master of your own destiny. So, your challenge here is to become the master of your own destiny. It's to get out of the mind, not identify with the thoughts that you have maybe allowed yourself to perpetrate. Oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I need to do this. I need to work harder. I have to have this coming in this way, or it has to happen in this time from here and now. And I think you've just really burnt yourself out almost with the hangman here in reverse and the star. You've been driving at something here, and it's been like slowly getting up off the ground. But with the Nine of Wands here and the Lovers, I think you have to really allow yourself to let down the barriers and allow yourself to think from outside the box. And with your advice being the Fool card here, to me this is taking a leap of faith. It's not needing a specific timeline or a date. It's just doing things and watching the universe bring in abundance. It's just you taking a chance. Yeah. This Page of Cups in reverse. I feel like lately there's been... I don't feel like you have been... This card could speak to not forgiving here, or we got the Judgment in reverse with Knight of Wands and the King of Cups in reverse here. So there's a situation here or a decision that you need to make that you have not been wanting to conclude on. With this King of Cups in reverse, I feel like you've been really distant, and the Page of Cups is like you've been suppressing your feelings. You've been really suppressing your feelings when it comes to how you feel about someone, and you've just kind of been, I'm like maybe avoiding a conflict. It feels, yeah, it's like a never-ending cycle. Like you and someone here could always just be in like this never-ending cycle with like this. We always have arguments. It's like one step forward, one step back. You know what I mean? Like we don't really get anywhere doing shit like that. Like it doesn't get, you don't. Ooh, the Magician here. The Magician and the Master here. So right now, your challenge here is to me, this is to manifest the life that you want. You need to stop people please. Page of Cups in reverse, immaturity, people pleasing here. And that's where it's like suppressing your own needs and wants is like not getting you the desired outcomes you want in life. And also not being aware of your emotions and your feelings and not trying to suppress them. You could also be trying to suppress your own feelings and emotions. So yeah, this is interesting. The Star in reverse here, burnout, despair. You feel very you could have a hard time really accepting or feeling like hopeful about a situation that you want to begin. Like, oh man, like they're not gonna like this. They're not gonna like my projects. They're not gonna. You gotta show the world the real you. You have to open up and allow yourself to really be seen for who you are, because whoever you are is an amazing person, and you've been playing small with suppression here in this Page of Cups. You've been focused on how to make everyone else happy, but the person that you only need to be trying to make happy is you, and the only person you can make happy is you. So what is it that you need? What is it that your soul is trying to manifest here to bring you this abundance, this happy, blissful life that you want to walk in? The Five of Cups. I think it's walking away. Your advice is to maybe walk away from a situation here. You know, you have to accept this loss and despair. Deal with this pain that you may be feeling. Maybe you find out that some people in your life weren't really there for you the way that you thought. This nine of wands here and the 8 of swords in reverse is telling me that like you maybe have uncovered that like certain people have been. Someone could be paranoid about you revealing something about them, or like they want to keep you around just so you don't like open your mouth about something here. The 7 of swords in reverse and the chariot is like this person here wants to prevent you from moving forward. The Queen of Pentacles and the King and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, someone here wants to keep you around them. It could be affecting your self-esteem, your sense of self-worth here, because they want to keep you in a small state. They don't want you to. They want you to feel like an outsider. Or maybe this person feels like an outsider. Yeah, someone feels outside of your energy. And you've been suppressing how you really feel. Like you've been trying, it's giving me this energy, but you're not trying to hurt somebody's feelings. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, When it comes to certain connections here, I feel like you overgive. You really go all out for people. Like you overgive your energy, your time, your power to people, and it's draining you. You have to find a way to show up for yourself and for other people that doesn't drain you, that doesn't deplete you from your own sense of prosperity here with this Page of Pentacles. I see you really focused on rebranding, rebuilding yourself up, really taking a not a risk here, but more like a it's like, well, if I don't like how I look, I can go to the gym and work on it. And I see you taking that leap. And it's not necessarily like the full leap, because that's more like a risk. That's more like a, just jumping out there, not really knowing. If you go and work out consistently, like you're going to see results. So that's not a risk. That's a step in the right direction here. Be brave. Be brave at this time. Be bold, be brave, be loud, be you. Don't let someone try to take away your glow, your growth. You've come a long way, and you have a long way to go, and that's fine. We all do. You have to really become the master, and like mastering your mind, mastering your thoughts, mastering certain beliefs about yourself, certain behaviors that you don't like, or that don't quite align with who you want to become. Will be very helpful for you at this time. It's the beginning. We're heading towards the beginning of the real, year, even though the calendar year has restarted. But the spiritual year, let's just say that, is coming up upon us. So now it's time to really start to reflect and do some digging and do some groundbreaking, work. You're going to have some 6 of Swords in reverse. Some people here aren't people can only accept what they accept based on their point of view or on their limitations. So someone who doesn't have the capacity or is not willing to make the attempts to like make their lives better, they're never, I don't want to say never, or they're not willing to really accept that you can change as well. You know, this is, let's say someone here is severely overweight and they've been trying to lose weight. This is your friend, right? Now you believe in yourself, right? You know that you can do anything you put your mind to with the magician here. This is someone here who is like, well, you know, I'm just going to be fat my whole life and there's nothing I could do about it. You need to really walk away from those kind of mindsets, because it's just going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you, that's going to get you in a place where you're going to start to self-sabotage your growth, your success, and you don't need that. You don't really want that. And it could be hard to walk away from certain people here, but you're going to have to really just have faith here in yourself. And it sucks. It does. Like, I feel like you're going to really, you're being so hard on yourself too, man. Like, people's perception of you is changing, you know, like they, and it's hard for them to accept that. They don't want you to grow. Or it's like, who do you think you are now? You think you're so much better than everybody now? You think you can just do whatever you want? And you're like, yeah, I do. King of Cups. Yeah. You're so loving, you're so nurturing, you're so caring here. And your advice is to just play more into that role. You know, you have emotional control over yourself. You have learned how to not let your emotions get you riled up. People could be trying to get you riled up, and you're going to just know how to overcome that. You know, like, you're no longer someone that people can like get at. Like, you're not someone that people are going to have a easy time manipulating or getting you to do certain things. Like, you are, I don't want to say building a backbone, but you're becoming more assured of yourself, and it's going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to make you feel like you're hurting people's feelings and that you're you know, not being good, but for some of you all, it could bring in a lot of stability and growth, but also keep your ego in check. Other people's egos could be, someone could be calling you egotistical. They could feel, well, you think you're better than us now because you started doing all this healing work and shit. And it's not that. It's not that you feel better. It's a masculine energy here as well. Someone could be upset that they don't have access to you anymore. Yeah. This could be a job or a family, but there's someone here who has put a lot of burdens on you, and I see you just blocking them with this Ace of Wands in reverse. This Two of Cups in reverse. And well, this is mirrored energy. This is someone here who, because they don't want to do the work to heal and fix and focus on themselves, they want you to continue to be like they're like emotional dumping bag, like they're emotional punching bag as well. They could be an emotional dumping bag in the sense like they just like dump their emotions onto you. And it's been draining, and it's time to walk away. It's time to expand your horizons. It's time to sail towards calmer water. It's time to sail towards bigger, better opportunities, not staying small, not letting people you know, not being around people who just constantly drain your fucking energy. You know, people who just Ugh, like they're just like my family. I love my family to death. I really do. But I suppress a lot of things that I want to say sometimes because I don't feel like they really have any like self-awareness or introspection when it comes to themselves. Like, so I had this dream this morning, and in my dream, like, long story short, like, my relationship with some of my siblings is one of like, I'm a very intense and very headstrong person. Like, I've always been someone with like high achiever. Like, I'm always like I love to be a high achiever. Like, I try hard. I put my heart into everything that I do, and I keep going, and I don't give up until I get what I want. Like, I get what I want, and I'm not giving up until I get what I fucking want. And if I can't get it this way, I'm going to pivot, and I'm going to maneuver. I'm going to figure it the fuck out. And when I see certain family members and siblings who are like, they're very just passive, like they don't really go for things. They kind of just like have like this lack of self-efficacy. Like, they don't believe in themselves. And I try to, be encouraging. And I guess that sometimes it reads as like pushy or bullying and shit like that. But it's not bullying people. It's just me being critical about like, look, you have to be in control of your own life. If you want to sit around and be depressed and mope around and be sad because of shit that happened 20 fucking years ago, go ahead and be my guest. But like, don't expect everyone else to sit around and just, cater to you and your lack of ability to regulate your emotion and your insecurities with shit. It's just, no one's coming to save you. That's what I'm trying to say. And it may sound harsh, it may sound mean, but at the end of the day, you have to take what you want in life. No one's sitting around just giving out fucking millions and millions of dollars. You have to take what you want. And I don't mean you have to be rude about it. You don't have to be, backhanded and all that shit, 22 on the clock. But if you just selling your ass all day, I don't think you're going to just magically get a car. A car's not just going to manifest to you because you just sat on your ass all day. If you selling your ass all day, you better be on the computer finding a job or doing something here or doing something like that. And that's just my mentality, is like, if you want something in life, you have to go for it. Fuck, oh, well, it's hard for people like me. Yeah, it is hard. So what? It's going to be hard. Who said it was going to be easy? But you have to go for it. I just have that drive. And like, I try to get them to see that, like, they have a victimhood mindset, and I don't do it with people who have victimhood mindsets. If you want to sit around and mope about your problems and be a victim about every little thing that's ever happened to you and cry and cry and cry and feel like everything happens to you and you have no ability to, like, empower yourself or lift yourself up, then I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. But I can only sit in a dirty ass house. I can only sit and watch the plates in the sink stack up. And once they get to a point, I'm like, okay, I gotta do something about this. You know what I mean? No one's coming to just take the dishes out the sink and clean them for me. No one's gonna volunteer to take my clothes to the laundromat and wash them for me. I have got to get off my ass and do it. And if I don't do it, it won't get done. And you come across as someone who has learned how to really take that control of your life, okay? So, to the world, you look like someone who has a lot of emotional control, and also someone who is very driven and very passionate about what it is that you want, which I love that, right? That's how people see you. I need you to also reflect that within yourself. I need you to believe this about yourself, because they're seeing something. It's there. It's fucking there. I just need you to believe in it. With the Star in reverse and this Five of Cups, I feel like you've been in this You're learning to release this woe is me, everything happens to me, this very despairing like energy. You know, we all have those voices in our heads that tell us we're not good enough, we're never going to make it, we're never going to be anything in life, nothing's ever going to go right for me. Shut that shit down. Shut that shit down. Turn that bitch off. Change the channel, get up, go outside for a walk. Do not let that voice win, because that bitch is not real, okay? You have to be the master, not the mind. Your mind is not you. Like, it took me a while to understand what that means, but like, the thoughts that we have in our head, they're just a thought. It doesn't have to be true. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to breathe life into it. I'm a firm believer that we can manifest the destinies and the life that we want just by believing in it. If you believe you can be the next best, supermodel or whatever, start working on that. If that's what you really want to go for. To me, it's just, you have to really go for what you want in life, and you can't let other people. And I'm telling you, people right now, people are going to see your star fucking value. People are going to see your leadership, your ability to be this kind, compassionate, loving person, while also maintaining boundaries, while also being a boss. You can direct people in a way that's helpful and also loving. Self-belief. 17. You may feel stuck or fearful, perhaps even in despair. That's interesting. Thinking there's no way forward, this card reassures you that the path starts with you. You are ready for a life-changing leap forward. Wow. And we have the Fool out here. We have the Star out here. So you may feel like things are not taking place or not taking off the way you would like, but I'm telling you, like, you got to embrace the changes here, because things are going to happen so quickly. I feel like for you, like, you're going to really manifest some big things here once you really believe in yourself that you can achieve it. You're almost there. Keep going. Be grateful. I love this card. Be grateful. Stop dwelling on problems you cannot solve or situations that bring you down. Embrace gratitude and reciprocity for what life offers, and you will align with your soul's desires. Like I'm saying, like I was saying, like, you can't sit around and think about everything that's ever happened to you, all the bad things. And I've been working on that as well. When it comes to certain things, ooh, look at what I just said. Keep going. Keep going. The angels are proud of you, of your resilience and effort. They are sending strength and guiding you towards challenges, and guiding you through challenges towards success and prosperity. You got it, man. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Keep swimming. What do we do? We swim. Last card. Focus on yourself first. I got this for Aries too, and this is part of your advice, is to focus on yourself, is to keep going. Okay, be grateful. Don't focus on the things, don't dwell on things that you cannot change. You are who you are. You look like how you look. Love yourself, because you're the only one obligated to do so. And there's enough people in this world who hate themselves. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, social media and our way of life doesn't influence those things. They do, but we have to combat that. It's like, McDonald's doesn't sell the healthiest foods, but we don't have to eat there. And if you feel like social media has been affecting your social, your what's it called? Your mental wellness, dial back some. Ask yourself, why am I letting these people's posts and pictures and lives that they're curated to make me believe a certain thing. Why am I letting this affect me? Protect yourself. Keep the faith. No matter how tough things get, remember that hope always exists. Your angels are guiding you through these challenges, reminding you that brighter days are ahead. So just know that no matter 6363, we got 17, 55, 938, 1, and 6363 for numbers here. So no matter how hard life can be sometimes, I think it's important to remember that, at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide and determine how well you want your life to be. And do you want to sit back and be like, damn, I didn't take the opportunities that I had because I was so afraid of this, or I was in the past thinking about this, when, I have so much abundance around me already. It's all about your mindset. And you have the power to change your mindset, which means you have the power to influence and shape your reality and the possible windfall for you. Okay? Well, I love you guys. As always, drink water, be safe, and peace. And don't forget to like and subscribe.